Gorilla edibles. And hey, don't forget the milk. If they can't show you where they get their CMOS from, don't consume it. We have packages that will help you fully monetize your brand and events. Let's build you a channel that'll have you looking like a pro while streaming to Apple TV, Roku, Amazon, Fire TV, Samsung TV, and more. Visit us at www.netstarslive.online for more info. Netstars Live, making your streams come true. Fall in love with healing yourself. CBD. Healthy.
Somebody already got kicked. Dope. Somebody already got kicked. Dope.
Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing and get thrown out the conversation. Throw up 2 fingers and tell them, please don't keep the drama away. Bye. Donate to the cause and hit the cash app. And if you ain't got it, them likes are free. Go and smash that. BBN, hit that with a hashtag. Sick with the content, come around and need a hazmat. Jack Frost, yeah, you dudes need to back off. You got the work around here, yeah, we all tip our hats off. Keep the same name, that's what you point for. But if you coming back in, put a 2.0. Big bags, And you asking what they heavy for. Foot and ass be going hella crazy with the petty wars. Good conversation, that's what we be really ready for. A conversation like being on the bottom of a heavy whore. Nah. Why niggas be like that? I unsubscribe and tell them, yo, hey, I'll be right back. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing.
Yeah, bags. We just kicked that guy straight out the door. We don't got time for that. We hold those over here. What the fuck is that dude? Hold on. Can we get bags in the chat? Y'all don't see it, but somebody got hit with bags. Can we get all the bags? BBN Jack. Oh, let me move this out the way. I'm one of those people. I just keep shit on the bed. I ain't even lie to you. BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. First, I want to apologize about no live last night. I'm going to tell you what happened real quick. So, yesterday I was doing exercise. I was working out. Then I went outside. I was practicing, dribbling, shit like that. And I kind of fell asleep. And then when I woke up, I was drowsy and just absolutely I was just not in the capacity to be able to do a live last night. I would have been looking so tired and wore down and beat up. People would have been, I don't know what y'all would have been thinking I was doing. But, yeah, so that's what happened. So that's the only reason why there was no live last night. I want to apologize about that. Last night we were going to discuss Bill Cosby. So we're going to be discussing Bill Cosby also tonight. But I want to have a conversation about these Tokyo Olympics. Because it seems to me like they're doing everything that they can to remove black people who are going to be stars. Just so we could be clear about this, they have and then we're gonna do our regular morning festivities, but I just want to point something out real quick. They have this situation going on right now with freaking swimming caps. I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick. Whenever somebody has a bullshit reason why they want you to do something or why they don't want you to do something, the reason ain't got nothing to do with anything. Alright? It's called manipulation because they're trying to make sure that they're in a better position than they would be if you were doing the other thing. You feel me? So shout out to Japan for trying to get rid of all of the black athletes. Real quick, do roll call. And then let's get right into it. There was no drops last night. I didn't do a show. Let's call out the drops from yesterday. Shout out to Emmanuel. No. Shout out to, pardon me. Shout out to Rich. Wait, what the fuck just happened? What the fuck? Some of y'all just got kicked. If y'all getting kicked, just come back. I don't know what to tell you other than that. The people who trolled me, I'm assuming they off on the weekend. So if you're getting kicked, just come right back. Let me do this real quick. I'm gonna just get to the show. Shout out to Black Power Cross. Shout out to Rich. Shout out to world famous Peter Memphis. Shout out to ST. Shout out to Hassan. Definitely appreciate you, brothers. And also shout out for the first drop of the day. Shout out to Roach with the $30 drop. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. We will be doing the saloon tonight. I anticipate there being the show tonight. We will be doing the saloon tonight. One of the things that I think I'm going to start doing is I might start doing a calling the saloon, even the morning drops. I'm going to call them as saloon drops at the Tonight Show. I may start doing a thing. Because I really like the saloon. I have not been calling the saloon for weeks, about over a month now. So I think I'm going to try to figure out a way to get back to that and at the same time not take away from what we're trying to do over here by disseminating information. With that being said, what up, New York Nikki? How you doing this morning? She says, good morning, Frost, BBN fan. What up to the business? Dropping all of them Frosts. How you doing this morning, my brother? All right, so I want to have this real quick conversation about these Olympics. first thing I want to say is this. I don't know how to say her name. I think it's Shikari. If I'm saying it right or wrong, somebody could put it phonetically down there for me or whatever, so I can make sure I get it right. Miss Richardson. I'm gonna tell you why. I just want to get into this real quick about why I think. Oh wait, hold on. We also gonna be discussing. I think Pooh Shiesty. God dang it, I didn't have enough title space. Hold on. I need to change this title real quick. I'll add homegirl name. Sure. How you spell her name? Richardson, right? And I want to add Pooh Shiesty. I hate when I keep my finger on the shift button when I'm typing. And we want to add Pooh Shiesty, so I wanted to change the title real quick. I'm gonna explain to y'all what I think is happening. For everybody that don't know, the Olympics was supposed to be last year. For everybody that don't know, Japan actually had a dope ass 2020 logo. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all right now. Japan 2020 Olympics logo. Japan actually had a lit logo. I don't even know why my phone does that. Japan actually had a lit logo. This was the Japan logo. That's lit. Wait, I don't know if that was the official logo. Hold on, let me make sure I go to the official logo. It was an official I don't think that's it. Hold on. Anyway, that logo is dope. That was I don't know if that's the logo that they was gonna use, but this logo is dope. That logo is dope. Whoever did that logo, shout out to you. It seems to me like Japan is trying to remove the black people from the Olympics. They have this thing. All right, so for everybody that don't know, there's one lady in particular that just made swimming. They have these caps that they wear that it's not like the normal caps that people wear. They're caps for people with, I guess, 4C hair, because black people here, our hair don't mat down, or due respect, our hair don't lay down like white people hair. Our hair don't lay down like straight hair and kinky hair don't lay down the same. So I'm not a swimmer. This swimming shit is not for me. I almost drowned about 5 or 6 times. I saved myself every single time. I could swim to survive. My survival instinct is off the charts. My ability to swim and enjoy it, that's not going to happen. So that's not even something I consider. Now, with that being said, they have special caps. And I'm assuming that the caps help with more than one thing. Another thing that the caps help with is, especially in our culture now, a lot of our women wear wigs. You add that to the stigma that everybody knows that black women don't like getting their hair wet. And by you now creating a situation where you're not going to allow for us to be able to use caps that is going to make it more comfortable, and you're literally attempting to put us in an uncomfortable position, because the girl's going to swim. She's not going to not swim. That's not going to happen. She's going to swim. She's going to win. All right? We're going to own that for her right now. She's going to swim. She's going to win. They can eat a dick. That energy. So, our hair is different, just in general. So, I don't know how much more uncomfortable it is to wear the regular cap in contrast with the cap that they're wearing that has the room for them to be able to put their hair in the back. I have no idea. I don't even think I'm watching these Olympics. I have not been watching the Olympics that much. I just highlights. I don't know what to tell you. But I don't even think I'm watching the Olympics. I wanted to have this conversation because I think more than anything, I think that we need to start paying attention. I think a lot of people,
but what do we make of that?
I think a lot of people believe that America is the most racist place on the planet, and it's not. I think that what us as black people don't realize is that we have a role that we play on this planet, and there's a good chance that a lot of other people know what that role is, and we don't. And since we don't know what that role is, we fall into destruction. Since we don't know what that role is, we are busy out here inhibiting and hurting each other because we don't know what that role is. Other people know what that role is. I think we just don't. And that's the way I feel about America. Just so we could be clear. The world, just in particular. You guys, people over here complaining, and rightfully so, just so we could be clear, and want change with the way that our police, for the most part, I'm not even going to say for the most part, because that's not fair. The majority of police officers do their job the appropriate way. For whatever the reason is, not for the most part, but there's some officers that are not doing their job right. We want to get them to do their job right. That's what we're trying to do. Let's not get this confused. It's important that they do their job right. But when you look at other countries, just so we can be clear, they're having mass fucking murderers. I don't know what to call it. They're having mass murder in other countries right now. I want you to think about why over here in America we have the push that we have to help our situation, and over there in those other countries there's like zero these people could do. God is with us. Don't never lose that sight. Don't never get up off of that. God is with us. I'm not saying God isn't with them. I'm just speaking on us. God is with us. Don't let nobody tell you different. All right, let me move to the next topic real quick. I want to give y'all an opportunity if anybody feels like asking me any questions, or if there's something else that people... Did I meet her the other day? I swear I think I met her the other day. I think some IG model. I think I've been seeing a lot of IG models in real life lately. But I can't tell who people are. And a lot of times people are going to be like, because people look different on the internet or whatever the case is. No, I can't tell who people are most of the time due to height differences. If I meet you and I know exactly how your face look, but your height is off, I'm going to be confused. Just so we can be clear. I'm going to be confused. I'm going to be 100% confused. I'm not going to understand. So I met some IG model the other day. She walked up to me and said, I think she was an IG model. But I don't think I recognized her. I think she felt bad. Don't feel bad. I can't. If I don't know you, I'm probably not going to recognize you. Yeah, so don't feel bad. People feel bad about that. So don't feel no way. She walked up to me and said, hi, everything. She was a whole cutie, light-skinned shorty. I ain't gonna lie. I know who she looked like. Like now, like after the fact, I know who she looked like. Pull back up. God dang it. People be trying to talk to me in public and shit, and I be so everywhere else with my brain, I don't be paying no attention. Let's get to Bill Cosby's situation first. I got something I want to play y'all from Bill Cosby. Hold on. I got something I want to play y'all revolving around this whole Bill Cosby situation. Because what I don't think people get, and this is the point that I'm trying to say, like whenever I talk about like this type of shit and I hear people saying stuff like Bill Cosby this, Bill Cosby that, I'm like, well, if you keep having the opportunity to prosecute somebody, sooner or later you're going to get it. Sooner or later you're going to win. That's why there is laws called double jeopardy. If you allow the government or anybody that's persecuting anyone to have as many swings at the opportunity as possible, you're creating a situation where that person is eventually going to get caught. That's one. Two, when you're accused of something, it's not up to you to prove you didn't do it. It's up to the other person to prove that you did it. I'm going to give you a perfect example. There's people that come up in here and say that I tried to hurt my daughter or some weirdo shit like that. And there's people that believe them. Even though I have my own daughter come on the show and say that I never tried to hurt her. If you're going to hold people to the, I have to prove to people I didn't hurt my daughter, and you're not going to hold people to the, what the fuck are you talking about? You never even met this nigga daughter. If you're not going to hold the person that's giving the accusation to where they have to prove the thing that they're saying, what kind of time are we on? So we just, nowadays, all you got to do is accuse somebody of something and we just going to run with it? Is that really the time we on? Is that really how we doing this? All you got to do is accuse somebody of something and we running with it. Because there still has been no definitive proof against Bill Cosby other than his own testimony that he had sex with the lady. Which, just so we could be clear, he never admitted to any type of sexual improprieties. He never admitted to taking advantage of her. None of these things. I'm going to play a clip real quick. And this is, I want everybody out here that is demonizing Bill Cosby to take this into consideration. Everything that's said here.
Courage is my rule.
I've talked to 43 lawyers around the country, 17 judges, and I haven't found one that was shocked by the verdict. Most saw the same thing that I did from day one. This never should have gone to trial. It's a travesty. It's a violation of due process and American law. It is part of this mess that mainstream media is trying to feed into the heads of the citizenry and poison them by saying that their emotions and their feelings are supposed to have paramountcy over what happens within the law. That's not the way it goes. I get people who never even took what they should have gotten in the 4th and 5th grade get to talking about how somebody going to disprove what these women accused Dr. Cosby of. And the truth of the matter is you don't have to. They have to prove that what they claim is true, not the other way around. That's American law. Take what happened to Emmett Till and every other black man that's been lynched in the history of this country because somebody got emotional and decided to suborn the law, go around it, and do what their emotions drove them to do.
Hey, can we get a, I want to play that back one time. I'm sorry about that. I'm doing some stuff over here. Y'all hear me like crazy. I want to play that back one time. I want to play that back one more time. Listen to what this man says. Just listen.
With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the...
I want to play, what the fuck? I want to play that back one more time. Can you please listen to what this man, this is a whole judge. I want to be clear on something. This is a whole judge that we know on top of that. Listen to what this man says one more time. I'm going to put this up one more time. Listen to what this man says. Whole judge that we know.
Why do you say that mainstream media encourages mob rule?
I've talked to 43 lawyers around the country, 17 judges, and I haven't found one that was shocked by the verdict. Most saw the same thing that I did from day one. This never should have gone to trial. It's a travesty. It's a violation of due process and American law. It is part of this mess that mainstream media is trying to feed into the heads of the citizenry and poison them by saying that their emotions and their feelings are supposed to have paramountcy over what happens within the law. That's not the way it goes. I get people who never even took what they should have gotten in the 4th and 5th grade get to talking about how somebody going to disprove what these women accused Dr. Cosby of. And the truth of the matter is you don't have to. They have to prove that what they claim is true, not the other way around. That's American law. Take what happened to Emmett Till and every other black man that's been lynched in the history of this country because somebody got emotional and decided to suborn the law, go around it, and do what their emotions drove them to do.
Alright, so first thing I want to say is, just so we can be clear, first thing I want to say is this. We got to stop acting like a person got to prove that they're innocent. We don't have to prove that we're innocent. If you're going to hold someone to the standard that they have to prove that they're innocent, you're wrong. No one has to prove that they're innocent, because anyone can make an accusation. Anyone can say this thing happened, that thing happened. Anyone can make an accusation. No one has to prove that they're innocent. Anyone can make an accusation. Anyone can say, yo, look, that dude did this thing and then that thing happened. Anyone can make an accusation. If you're holding people to the standard that they have to prove that they didn't do something, that's abuse. I'm going to tell you something. And this is fucked up. Right? And this is fucked up. And I'm not going to lie to you. I still have trust issues to this day. A lot of people in here, y'all wonder why it's kind of sometimes difficult. I'm just going to keep it a stack with you. Unless people come to me with proof of what they're saying, it's sometimes difficult for me to just believe people just off of the strength. Unless I know who you are, I know your character, I got faith in you. Unless it's shit like that, it's hard for me to believe people just off the strength. I'm going to explain why. And this is fucked up. But I grew up in a situation where I always had to prove that I didn't do something. Like, I literally had other kids come to me and threaten me and tell me that they were going to lie to my father and get me in trouble because they know that my father do not care about me and he's going to believe them. I'm a child. And I had children coming up to me saying this. And then they would go and they would lie on me and I get a beating. Because I couldn't prove that I didn't do something. So don't hold people to that standard. Don't do that. That's just fucked up. But just imagine that. Imagine being a child, people not constantly, because it wasn't a constant thing. But imagine you being a child, some little kid getting mad at you, same age as you, little kid getting mad at you, so they go and they run back and they tell the adults a lie. All of the adults is like, get out of here with that, except for your parent. All of the other adults is like, get out of here with them lies, except for your parent. So that's basically what up, Straight G Toro. That's basically what happened to Bill Cosby. Because if you have to prove that you didn't do something, that's too much work. The person has to prove that you did it. That's how our justice system is set up, because that's the fair way. You could realistically never prove that you did not do something. There's more things that you can prove. It's harder to prove that you didn't do something than it is for somebody else to prove that you did, if you did do that thing. If you did do that thing. Period. It's just harder. Period. If you got an individual that did not do a thing, how can I prove? Think about that for 1 minute. I want to explain something to you. Think about something for 1 minute. Something happens at a place that you are at. You did not do it. But when the thing happened, nobody didn't know to let me pay attention to what you're doing. Let me keep eyes on you. Nobody knew that. So now a thing happened. Nobody knows who did it. People are accusing you. You didn't do it. Why should it be up to you to prove you didn't do it? The people got to prove you did do it. That's the problem with our justice system. When black people get arrested, we got to prove we didn't do it. That's damn near impossible. That's why there's a lot of innocent men in jail right now. That's why niggas snitch. Because when you've been dealing... I'm going to explain something to you real quick. Let's say you're an individual and you've been going through the justice system your whole entire childhood. You know how it feels? All of us know how it feels to be a child accused of doing something that you didn't do and don't nobody believe you. Alright? That's, like I'm trying to tell you, that is one of the main reasons why, like, if if you telling me something, I need, like, you gotta, like, it's kind of fucked up, but you gotta work to gain my trust. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of fucked up, and I wish it wasn't like that. I would prefer to just give people the benefit of the doubt, but for the most part, I don't give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, I give people the benefit of the doubt, but at the same time, I'm understanding that whatever your motivations might be working in concert with motivations that might be going against me. You understand what I'm saying? Or people that might be motivated to cause me problems. You understand what I'm saying? Just so we could be clear. Just so we could be clear. So Bill Cosby was accused of rape. I want to just bring up something real quick. We had a person who used to be a part of this channel, right? They were accused of rape. I'm not going to say the person's name. I'll just say the person's name ended in black. They were accused of rape, right? I know the person personally. This particular person had a girl run from him and go all the way to St. Louis. This particular girl had a guy. This particular girl ran from the dude and moved all the way to St. Louis. Not the one that got raped. He had a girlfriend that ran from him. He had a girlfriend who, I don't know how true this is. These are accusations. I don't know how true this is. These are accusations. I'm not saying that what I'm about to say is true. I'm just saying these are accusations. From what I heard, he used to beat on her. He was an alcoholic, so I believe it. I'm sorry. Alcoholics often beat on their women. Alcoholics often have short fuses. Alcoholics are often aggressive, right? He was an alcoholic. And the proof of him being an alcoholic is all over the internet. He do lives where he gets so drunk he pass out and go to sleep. So, I say all that to say this. I had somebody come to me and tell me that particular individual raped some girl that they used to date. The person who came to me was an extremely trusted individual, Mel Cross. If you don't know who Mel Cross is, that's okay. I'll tell you though. Mel Cross is one of the most solid niggas. It doesn't need a qualifier. Mel Cross is one of the most solid niggas. Period. That's my homie. He's one of the most solid niggas. I would love to do a podcast that we have Mel Cross in the podcast. I would love to have a panel, not even a podcast. I would love to have a panel. If it was, I should call him up and speak to him. I would love to have a panel once or twice a week where we just have Mel Cross pull up. We just have Mel Cross and maybe one or two other people, preferably also a female, pull up and talk about shit. Mel Cross is one of the most, I don't know how to say this, but I met a lot of niggas. I know a lot of niggas that locked up jail niggas, right? And there's a couple of different type of jail niggas. You got the jail niggas that they came out, they don't want to go back, but they still want to commit crimes. And you got the jail niggas that they came out and they actually learned and elevated. And now that they back here out on the street, you know, if given the opportunity previously before, they wouldn't even have been doing the shit that would have got them locked up in the first place. It's just, you know, they had no choice. They had to live. They had to survive. And now that they're a little bit older, they got locked up. Jail has schooled them, a lot of niggas. They went in there, they learned, and then now they back out here on the street and they trying to do the shit that's going to help propel them and the people around them. And they moving with that positive, strong energy. That's Mel Cross. So when Mel Cross comes to me So when Mel Cross comes to me and explains to me the situation, I mean, I still got the video and everything. I could play it at any time. But when Mel Cross comes to me and explains the situation, and me knowing what kind of honorable man Mel Cross is, and me knowing the other individual is a woman beater who's an alcoholic, yeah, I might lean in that direction. I mean, I don't really know, to be perfectly honest with you. But I do know some things that that man told me. And one of the things that that man told me is that he did have sex with that girl. And he told me that months, probably years before Mel Cross, at least a year before I even met Mel Cross. He told me that. He told me he had sex with the girl. He was telling me the story. So when Mel Cross pulls up on me and tells me about what happened, yeah, what the fuck? I believe it. I believe it wholeheartedly. Shout out to Mel Cross for enlightening us with that information. Now, the individual that keep popping up in the chat and saying that person's name, I don't really want to talk about this. But if you want me to just make this a thing all of a sudden again and start just posting and reposting the videos everywhere, say his name. Keep saying the guy's name. Just keep doing it. I'd be more than happy to keep reposting the video. I got a couple of interviews coming up with some rappers. I'd be more than happy to even let them weigh in on the subject. So if you want to keep saying that person's name in my chat, go. What I got an interview with a rapper on Tuesday. I'm not even gonna say what rapper it is. I got an interview with a rapper on Tuesday we're supposed to be shooting. More than happy to show the person the information and then start getting all of the rappers and politicians and everybody else that I speak to weigh in on this. Like, that's not difficult. So for the individual that came in here and said the person's name, get another account. Keep doing it. I don't care. I know you don't care either because you're not that person. I plan on walking up on the Manhattan. I plan on walking up on some of the I plan on walking up on some people in New York City and getting some interviews. I'd be more than happy to mention Homeboy's name and the situation and the circumstances revolving around it, and then wondering what we could do to get this person off of the street. I'd be more than happy to talk to some people about that. More than happy. I don't really care to because I don't care about it, but I'd be more than happy to do it. Just so we can be clear. With that being said, let's just move on. So the Bill Cosby situation in which I'm trying to explain, I went off on a whole entire tangent about some other shit. You know, we do that sometimes. I got to stop doing that so often. But the Bill Cosby situation is basically this. They didn't have any information or evidence or anything on him. He literally got arrested and went to jail because of the number of people that was accusing him of something. What the fuck? I got a videotape of me being at a female's house, me not doing nothing to her, just wanting to leave and go home, her accusing me of being aggressive with her while she grabbing me or holding me and preventing me from leaving. People will say anything. People will say anything. Anything. And believe me, I'm protecting her by not telling the whole story. Because if I tell the whole story, niggas is going to be like, what the fuck? Believe me, I'm protecting her by not telling the whole story. Shout out to her, though. Shout out to her. I don't know what to say. Shout out to her. What you shaking your head at, Toro? I'm not having that great of a show this morning. I'm just talking. Bill Cosby basically has a lawsuit. He has an incredible lawsuit. Real quick, so everybody could understand why Bill Cosby has a lawsuit. Okay, so basically he had an agreement with the previous district attorney. The district attorney that's now is not the district attorney when he made the agreement. The district attorney that's now went on to go and create a situation where they said, yeah, she accused me of some weirdo shit. I played the tape more than once on this channel. I mean, I'm not going to play the tape again. But I played the tape when I was at the girl house more than once. I had to start filming shit because I was scared somebody was going to call the police. Because it was 2 o'clock in the morning and she was yelling and screaming because she was mad at me because she was like, what are we? And I so I told her basically the same thing that we was before this shit started. We had this conversation. What the fuck? I'm going to tell you, this is me. If me and you start talking and you tell me it's nothing serious, I'm never going to not believe it's nothing serious. If me and you start talking and you looking for something that's real and you looking for some real shit, I'm going to always think that that's what you're looking for. But if me and you start talking and you like, yo, this ain't, that's just me. That's a negative thing about me. There's something I got to do something about that. That's not one of the attributes that I have that I consider to be great. But if I meet you and we talking and we chopping it up and you like, nah, we just friends, I'm not going to be able to compute we're anything different. I'm not going to be able to understand us being anything different. I'm going to tell you a quick story. So, I used to date this girl named Shauna. Shout out to Shauna. I used to date this girl named Shauna. She was, when I was probably like 17, 18, probably 18, 19 years old. She was about 17, 16 years old or some shit like that. So I used to date her. Super thick, brown skin, lovely. She was dark, lovely dark chocolate complexion. Beautiful woman, thick as shit. Like, not for nothing. Could we clap it off for Jack Frost? I stayed with some thick chicks. Like, if I'm gonna date you, 9 times out of 10, you thick. Clap it up for Jack Frost. She was thick as shit. I'll tell you how I met her too if y'all want to know, but I'm just gonna tell you this shit real quick. So I was dating her, and we was just banging because when we met, she said that she wasn't looking for nothing serious and she just, whatever, we could just hang. So I was just banging her. I ain't gonna lie to you. She used to come to the crib every day after school, about 3-4 days out of the week. She was still in high school. She used to come to the crib every day after school for like 3-4 days out the week. No lie. For like a very long time. So I think she thought I should have thought something different. But because when I met her, she told me, this ain't nothing serious. And we never went back to that subject. I just never thought anything changed. Anyway, so there's a situation where I have some homeboys that live down the hall from me and shit. So we go to my homeboy's crib. We always in there smoking weed, playing video games or whatever. So one day, they like, yo, why don't you have a homegirl invite her friends over? So I'm like, at first I'm like, these are like high school kids. You know what I'm saying? But we all of us is like 18, 19 years old. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we just fresh out of high school. And these shorties is like, I don't know, 16, 17 years old. I don't know. So I was like, all right, I invite them over and shit. So I call her up. I'm like, yo, why don't you and your friends come over to the crib or whatever? Come hang out. She thought I meant my crib because we down the hall. I said, nah. Homeboy down the hall. Crib down the hall from me. She was like, all right, we go do that. When she came over to with her friends, and it was like, I don't know, 6 or 7 of them, and they was all standing around me in a fucking circle, and they was just looking at me like, ah! And then they was like, so you showing this man? And in that moment, when I realized she's been running around telling people I was her man, I was like, oh Lord, I'm begging this other broad too. So I cut it off with the other chick and I started dating her, but I felt guilty. You understand? I was like, oh Lord, I'm begging this other broad. Oh man, she told me it was nothing serious. She was thick though. She was dark skinned. She was dark skinned. She was like, I don't really care. Like dark skin, light skin, it don't matter. If you pretty, you pretty. But she was dark skin. She was thick. She was high school girl thick. I don't know no other way to explain that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know how you have old woman thick and you got 20s thick, which is the best thick, by the way. She was high school girl thick. 20s, mid to late 20s, Mid to late 20s, mid to early 30s. That's the best thick, by the way. When they be thick around that time, that shit is usually incredible. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, so let's get back to Bill Cosby real quick. We're about to get up out of here. I'll play the clip from the Bill Cosby clip real quick. It's Saturday morning. Ain't nobody, people, y'all all sleep and shit. I'll play this Bill Cosby clip real quick. Listen to this shit. For all the individuals that keep talking about Bill Cosby need to stay in jail, listen to this. Can I turn this up? Oh, that is as high as it goes. All right, listen to this.
It encourages mob rule.
I've talked to 43 lawyers around the country, 17 judges, and I haven't found one that was shocked by the verdict. Most saw the same thing that I did from day one. This never should have gone to trial. It's a travesty. It's a violation of due process and American law. It is part of this mess that mainstream media is trying to feed into the heads of the citizenry and poison them by saying that their emotions and their feelings are supposed to have paramountcy over what happens within the law. That's not the way it goes. I get people who never even took what they should have gotten in the 4th and 5th grade get to talking about how somebody going to disprove what these women accused Dr. Cosby of. And the truth of the matter is you don't have to. They have to prove that what they claim is true, not the other way around. That's American law. Take what happened to Emmett Till and every other black man that's been lynched in the history of this country because somebody got emotional and decided to, so born the law, go around it and do what their emotions drove them to do.
Okay, first, I want to show y'all this dope shit. Hold on, I got to show y'all this dope shit. Check this out. Read the caption first. Shout out to the Godly Kind. Everybody follow the Godly Kind, by the way. This how y'all be dancing in the morning, y'all? Y'all be dancing like this in the morning? Y'all be dancing like this in the morning? I'm curious.
Alright, who's dancing? Come on, who's
Why do you
dancing?
say that, man?
Want me to get it started? Okay.
Y'all be dancing like that in the morning, y'all? I better go find who on IG. Homegirl? She good. She live like in South Carolina or something like that now. She good. She a whole cutie though. That's a fact. I loved it. That was one of my favorite girlfriends. Like, not for nothing. Alright. It's one of my favorite girlfriends. That was like one of the... I don't know if I ever thought I was gonna... Actually was one of my favorite girlfriends. Although, if I dated her, 9 times out of 10, she was dope as shit. Don't let nobody lie to you. Hey, Kendio. Hey, Kendio. Kendio. I have a plan. I have a plan. I haven't been able to get one of these lives that I like the saloon for. So, I have a plan. Okay? I'm basically just gonna, this is the same plan I had before, I just didn't have an opportunity to go through with it. I'm gonna basically just write up a script and send it to you. I got a plan. I'm gonna write up a script and send it to you. Yeah, shout out to Judge Joe. Because I really want to see the saloon so bad. Like, you don't understand how badly I want to see the saloon. I want to do the saloon more also, but I'm gonna tell you why I don't do the saloon more, real quick. Because on the days that we got great topics that I need to discuss the topic, that's when we get all the drops. That makes me not be able to talk about the topic because I got to do the saloon. On the days that we don't have great topics where I can do the saloon because we have a lot of free time, don't no drops come. So I can't do the saloon. So I'm not sure how to fix that. On the days that we're having a great show, the drops are going to come. When the drops are coming, I need to do the saloon. But if I'm doing the saloon on the days that we have the drops, that means that I'm taking away from the content. But on the days that the content is like, we don't have as much good stuff to talk about, those are the days that I could actually do the saloon. So that's the days we need people to pull up in order to be able to do the saloon. That's the issue. Just so we can be clear, because I think people don't, we got a lot, like, shout out to James S. Shout out to Liberty Hazelton. Shout out to DZ. Shout out to Bree Powell. Shout out to all of the admins. I don't know if they're going to still be adminning or not. But shout out to all the admins specifically, right? Shout out to all the admins specifically. Right? I tried to do that, Kendio. I was making shows that was specifically saloon shows. But I don't know when people want to do... Listen to what the... Okay, I'm going to explain what the problem is one more time. People are going to do drops when the show's good. When I'm doing good information. When I'm giving out good information, the drops are going to come. The problem is, when I'm giving out good information and the drops are coming, then I can't do the saloon, because that's going to take away from me disseminating the information. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm kind of caught in a bind. I want to do the saloon because I know people like the saloon and I like the saloon. But I also understand by me doing the saloon, what I am doing is I'm taking away from the actual content, because that's when people do the drops. So we either need to start just coming up with a day or a specific show where I tried to do that also, doing the drops at the end of the show. But remember, there's going to be people that's going to come into the show and be there in the first 20 minutes. They might not be there at the last 20 minutes. They might come in the middle 10 minutes. They might not come in the last 10 minutes. You understand what I'm saying? They might just come on and I might just say a thing, and it's that thing that I said that make them send in money. They need to hear their drop right then and there. So that's the problem with the saloon. And I've been trying to figure out how to get that mitigated when I noticed that there was an issue. Like 3-4 months ago, I noticed there was an issue. I noticed that we was literally doing shows where I was taking the whole day to aggregate information, and then I'll have like 10 points, and then we'll do the show and I only do 1.5 point. I only do 2 points. And then I got people in the comment section like, yeah, but you didn't mention this, you didn't. And I'm like, you know what? You guys are right. What up, Lee Vincent? Yeah, I got to do a script. And I'm like, and I can't even be mad at them. I'm like, you know what? You guys are right. What the hell? I got best example I could give, right? This isn't one of our better shows. This is a Saturday morning show. I really don't be expecting too many people to pull up this morning. We got one drop today. So how am I supposed to break down that one drop? You understand what I'm saying? How am I supposed to break down that one drop? We got one drop. So that's an issue. So we got to figure out how to, so I want to just, I think I'm just going to write a couple of scripts, send them in to Kendio, let Kendio work his magic. I think I'll work on that. So I think I'll do it. We got to get ready to get out of here, though. Kendio, I'm gonna repost for you today. Listen, I'm gonna repost for you today. Right? Hold on. Let me look at your page first. Let me see if there's something I want to repost first. Is that fair? I don't repost stuff just to be reposting. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna give you a sale right now, Kendio. This is a sale. You drop $20 right now. I'm gonna repost 4 reposts for you today. Your choice. All you got to do is send them to me. That's it. That's it. That's all you got to do. I repost 4. That's $5 a repost. I repost 4 reposts for you right now. You drop $20. I repost 4 posts for you right now. All you got to do is send them to me, and I'm going to repost them. And I'm going to have the thing ready for you before the end of the weekend. Hopefully before the end of today. Depending on how creative I'm feeling. Oh, you don't have IG working? All right. For anybody in the chat right now, that extends for anybody in the chat right now. We about to leave anyway. I'm about to get off. What up, Bad Vibes? That extends for anybody in the chat right now. Anybody that dropped 20 right now, I'm going to give you 4 reposts today. All you got to do is send me the 4 things that you want me to repost, as long as it's not go against our, what do you say, our, brand. As long as it's not, you want me to repost sex or somebody getting their head cut off or something that's going to get me in trouble with Instagram, or just goes against what our content is too strongly, I'll repost. I'll leave that option open right now, because I don't want nobody to hit me later in the day and be like, and I might not. You know what? The option is open right now. I might keep it open for the entire day. 4 reposts, $20. And it doesn't have to be only from your account. All you got to do is send the money, and then you text me what you want me to do. Sorry about that. I need to send somebody a thing. I'll send a photo real quick. I was What up, Bad Vibes? Sorry. See, this is what I fucks with y'all. As soon as I say, yo, look, I got a deal going on, two motherfuckers hit me immediately. Anybody else in or no? Anybody else in or no? Coincidentally, these are the individuals who already do business with me and are happy with the service. So, I don't know what to think about that. So I don't know what to think about that. But shout out to that in any regard. Alright, so I'm gonna let y'all get out of here. It's definitely a short show, slow show. We didn't do no show last night, and sorry. I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here. Got some things we gotta get to today. Hopefully we'll be a little bit more productive than we was yesterday. We put out 3 videos yesterday. Y'all should go check them out. We dropped 3 videos yesterday. We might drop some videos today. I gotta run across town and do some stuff, but we might drop some videos yesterday, and we have an interview coming up soon. I'm gonna do the interview first before I inform anybody about anything. Make sure I do the interview first. Let's get out of here. Everybody enjoy y'all day. Just go do something productive. In New York City right today, it's a little bit rainy outside or whatever. Be safe outside. With that being said, like, comment, subscribes. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Boomers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one.